Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Colony Duel. Colony Duel is a two-player game from Dr. Finn's Games. Plays, I don't know, less than 30 minutes. And effectively what this is the two-player only version of a game called Mining Colony, which is a game about collecting these polyomino tiles, putting them down on your board, getting spaceships and astronauts and space stations and all that kind of stuff to score some points. This takes all of that, streamlines it, simplifies it, makes it in a nice little roll and write package, and lets two people duke it out and have some fun. That's enough talking about it. Let's go on the table, check it out. All right, so here's a game of Mining Colony Duel all set up. This is a game from Dr. Finn's Games. It's called a BYOP, bring your own pen or pencil game. And to set this game up, what you're going to do is you're going to print out a sheet, or take a sheet you've already printed out of all the shapes, and you're going to randomize A through H up here. I did that by rolling a die, and then I started with A and just plugged in until, I ran out of numbers. Then you're going to give each player one of these player boards. I have two here. I'm not going to show two just for space, but every player would get one of these. And then you're going to play. The game is pretty straightforward. So on your turn, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be bidding. We're starting with 50 credits, and we're going to be bidding a certain number of credits to try to get first dibs on the shape for the round. So in round one, we're bidding on shape F. So this is F right there. This one. This side and this side. Now the reason we're doing that is for a few things. What we want to do by the end of the game is fill as much of this board in with the shapes as we can, and get the same kind of objects in rows and columns. You can see there's three different types of objects. There's the square with the lines, there's the little station here, and then there's like the circle, which I think is a launch pad. I'm not sure, but there's three different resources that you're trying to get. So certain shapes are going to give you certain resources, and you're trying to get them on your grid to score points. Then, once we've gone through all 8 rounds, we're going to add up our score. We're going to get a point for every star. You get a star by bidding at least double another player. You're going to get 1 point for every 5 remaining credits. So after we go down here, you'll move this total to here, divide by 5, get some points. You'll score for your rows, you'll score for your columns, and you're going to get negative 1 point for every undeveloped space, and that's your total. So let's go ahead and show you how that works. So round one, we're bidding for F, which is right there. Okay, I'm going to bid 4. So what I do is I write 4 here, put my new total here. The other player would do the same thing. We'll say they bid 6. So nobody would get a star. You have to bid at least double. So they'll get first dibs. They're going to take this shape, so I get that shape. So what I do now is I'm going to, anywhere on my grid, on my first space, the first shape I can put wherever I want. After that, they have to be orthogonally adjacent. So let's just start. I like starting up in the corner, so let's do that. You're going to outline the shape. It can go in any orientation that you want. You can flip it. It just has to look like that in some way, shape, or form. Then I'm going to draw in that little shape. So let's put it right here. I'll draw it in, I'll color it in, and then you fill in the spaces that you marked like that. Okay, round 1. Now we'll go to round 2. We're doing H. So H is right there. Okay, and I'm gonna bid 0 here. So I'll bid 0. So 46. The other player will bid 2, so they would get a star. What you do there is you would just take and highlight your star so you know that you got the star. They would get first dibs. They'll take this one, so I'll take that one. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'll draw on a shape, any direction or orientation that I want. Just has to make sure that it's the appropriate shape, and I'll put the resource right there. And draw it in, and then scribble down like that. All right, and that's how the game plays. I'm not going to play the whole game because that's effectively it. You're going to keep going until you've gone through 8 rounds. Move this score down to here, divide by 5, put that score there, star total there, row column total here, column total here, negative spaces, meaning empty spaces that are not filled in by a shape, then your total. Whoever has the most points is the winner. There's a couple tiebreakers. What does it say? The player with the highest score wins. If tied, the player with the more credit wins. If still tied, the player with more star wins. And if still tied after that, play another game. And that's it. So that's how the game's going to play every time. You're going to randomize the shape, so that's going to come out differently. But yeah, that's the game. So let's go up to the top, see what we think about it. All right, well, that was Mining Colony Duel. So I mentioned in the gameplay that this is what Dr. Finn is calling a BYOP game, or bring your own pen/pencil, which basically means it's a print and play. You're going to get the files, you can print it out at home, and all you need is a pen. And in my case, I used a die for the randomizer, but you don't even have to do that. And then you're going to be playing. The rule set's simple. Actually, honestly, a lot of the rules are right there at the top of the sheet, which is pretty awesome. And you're just going to play and have some fun. You can play over and over and over until you're tired of playing it. I'm not sure how many more of these there are going to be, but this appears to be the first one. And I believe it's on Kickstarter now. Honestly, I'll put a link in the description or on the video if that information is incorrect. But yeah, let's talk about this game. This is a simple roll and write polyomino game. Tetris style. You're going to be drawing some certain shapes, trying to get resources in a line or a column. That's it. You're also trying to manage how much you're going to be bidding, because you don't want to bid too much and cost yourself a bunch of points, but you also want to bid enough to be able to get first dibs at the tiles. That's it. It's fun. If you like roll and writes and you like polyominoes, this is a game you should check out. If you like Mining Colony, you should check this out, because it takes that, boils it down to this small little roll and write package, which I enjoy. Now here's what an actual sheet will look like when the game is done. This is from one of my plays. See, the board looks really cool, all filled in. Got some empty spaces, got the scoring. I just wanted to show you that, because since I only showed you a couple rounds, I wanted to show you what it looks like when it's all done. So yeah, this is fun. I don't have a ton of roll and writes, honestly, like maybe 4 or 5. They're not normally my jam, but I like the concept of this. I like that you just print it out. You get the rules, you get the sheets, everything you need except for a pencil, and then you go. That's a fantastic concept, and I think more people are going to be doing that once they see how well this works. So I'm going to give this a BGM accepted seal. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 3.5 out of 5 wrenches on an arbitrary wrench scale that means absolutely nothing. But we like to give it the games that we enjoy, and that's what I'm going to do. So that is Mining Colony Duel from Dr. Finn's Games. I'm Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.